Welcome, everybody, to the South Park Phone Destroyer Weekly Update for week 3.3. Got to change the number. Week 3.3, which means the year 3, week 3. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Pegs just bought a cat. What are they called? Cat condo. I've had my eye on a couple of those, but I'm having trouble thinking where we would put it in my house, honestly. 72 inches tall. That's about as tall as me. Has like 10 different scratching posts. Yeah, that's awesome. Does it have a the best thing is when it has like a hammock and they can like lay in the hammock. I think that's my favorite part about it, cat condo. But welcome in, everybody. Pegs tattooed bacon spray. Bacon spray. Back on that cat spray. Wolf, Outcast, tattooed. Thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate everybody who supports the stream, because that supports you guys in some way, shape, or form. We'll be getting back to doing the giveaways here pretty soon, but I've just honestly been kind of lazy, and work's been crazy the last couple of weeks too. We're at the last part of a pretty crazy push. We had only a couple months to do it, where we usually get like 4 months. So we've been running and gunning, but we're getting it done. And the push is on the 19th, which is what, next Tuesday? So I'm actually, instead of playing like Minion Masters or something after the update tonight, I'm gonna have to stop and go back, pull the laptop out and start working. There's so much to do, so little time. But anyway, this week is actually not too much going on this week for South Park, but there's a lot of events and missions and stuff that are for new cards, so you definitely want to get out there. But we'll go over that in a little bit. But first, we're gonna check out last week. We have an interesting battle. Last time we matched up against Chef's Elites, they had 40, or we had 47, and they had 48. I can't remember if somebody like, we had 48 people, but somebody fell asleep, didn't do their runs. I can't remember what happened, but we had one person not do their run, and we ended up losing by I want to say like 30 points or something like that. It was still fairly close. But this time around, Free Play Whales wins by, what is that, like 90 something, 92 or whatever. And because they had one less person. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how that turns out, both of us. Like last time, the first time we would have won if we were even. And this time they would have won if we were even. My smartphone lets me watch Haze Demon twirl his hair, but only buffers G. Well, it's because it's on Twitch, man. Also, I'm running 1080p. I should stop that. I'll stop doing that, guys. I'll stop running 1080. I'll go back to 720, and then more people will have... more people... Bubby, do you want to see Pegs' cat tower? It's 72 inches, Bubba. It's so big. It's so big. That's so big. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. He's gonna start scratching it. Don't do it. No, he's just lording. He's just lording. Don't do it. Don't do it. He's just holding on. He's not scratching it yet. Usually he'll do that little thing. Bubba, what are you doing, huh? You wanna be part of the stream? All right, he's our co-host now. But yeah, it's just funny how that happens, where if they would have been right, we would have beat them. If we would have been right, they would have beaten us. But last week was kind of a fluke or the last time was kind of a fluke because one of our guys literally didn't play. They probably were just literally running 72 or 42, 42, 47, 47. But it's funny, all the other teams are running 47 too. So it's like, if you didn't know, in Team Wars, it's a +1. It's like a +1 if it's odd for the matchups. So if you're 49, you could get 48. If you're 49, you could get a 50 team. You're not going to get a 48 team, but you could get a 50 team, or you could get 49 teams. If you're running 47, you could get 48. I don't know if you can get 46. So you would just be getting 47. So the 48, the reason we try to stick at 48. 48 is kind of the cruise zone, because you're not going to catch 50. and you're not going to get fucked by having one less run, because you cannot match up against people who are 49. Yes, please, 720p. Yes, please. Yes, P, 720p. Y'all and your shit internet. We like 54 runs. Exactly. All right, so let's continue through the next part. Actually, I don't have anything else. This is the only picture I got for last week because I just didn't feel like anything else was important enough, and I just didn't have the time to get things set up this week like I normally do. So we can just go right into the games. Boo-da-boo. Boo-da-boo. Why does this always take so long? I'll never understand. That wasn't as long as normal. But we're gonna start with the Adventure Lock account, which this week had a pretty stacked deck. Although I don't know why we went rats if we weren't gonna level the rats up. We should have gone hamsters then, but either way, it doesn't really matter. We play Shaman because you kind of think that Shaman can stop the Timmy's blast, but he can't. He can't stop it. It would be sweet if he could, but I did find one thing out with Shaman. Did you know that if you use Shaman token and you use it right when Mary Jane Randy uses his ability, it turns off the taunt for the thing. It turns it off. It disappears. And you'll see that in a couple games here. Actually, this might be the game right here. Like, watch this. He puts the taunt out. Oh, I didn't use the ability. Oh, there you go. Oh, I didn't use it. Wait. Was that long? Was that its normal? Well, how long is it? 8 seconds taunt, right? Isn't normally an 8-second taunt? I think he might have gotten rid of it earlier. 1, 2. It was 3 seconds that it was live. So yeah, it looks like he turned it off. Nice time on the heel. We could try it again here. I'd probably do it again right here. Yeah, look at that. It clears it. He uses his ability and it clears the taunt. How cool is that? How fucking neat is that? We just found Mary Jane Randy's counter. Although that doesn't really counter it, because once they taunt it, like, they're taunted, so they're still gonna attack it, but it could save a new unit from getting taunted, right? So interesting. Interesting, to say the least. Mr. Lucky Man, welcome. Well, I mean, we gotta, if we want to stay the top team, it's just, that's our only option, right? Like, we're gonna beat Illuminati and Diretide some weeks. We're gonna lose to them some weeks. But as long as Chefs gets to sit at 48, they already passed Illuminati. And sorry, we're not gonna be like Illuminati and let a shitty team pass us. Illuminati should have done this far before we did it, to protect their second place and to protect Chefs from doing this, which would protect us from having to do it. I wish we could go 52 man, but it's just not in the cards right now. But we did do what we were planning on doing, which was beating Chefs, which the intention is for us to beat Chefs so then Illuminati can come back. But Illuminati didn't do their part of the fucking deal this time, because the one time we do beat Chefs, they lose to Diretide. So Chefs doesn't even lose any of their lead. Wonder if it works with Zen? I don't know. It'd be interesting. I think with, man, I don't know. We'll have to check. I've never tried it before. I never thought ever to do that, right? Never thought to try to shaman an aura, because it's like, it's just gonna come right back. But I'm pretty sure that I remember even back in the day that it would clear out Storyteller's buff. It would take off Storyteller's buff. For a little bit. Like, Storyteller would apply it again after like a second or something, but it would take it off for a little bit. Why will you lose? Well, we will win sometimes, but Diretide and Illuminati will win just as often as we lose. And every time that you don't get first place, and God forbid you get a third place, every time you don't get first or second place, and the team that's next to you gets a first place, which they will get because they will get first place in every single one of their brackets if we're not there, they will gain 50 points on us. That's like 5 weeks. In 5 weeks, they would be first place. Do you really want a team that has never run 50 ever to be first place? That's better to you to hold some dumb integrity about holding 50? You really want a team who has never run 50 ever to be the first place team? Or would you prefer a team that was first place for 2 fucking years to stay first place and prevent them from being able to circumvent our game and be at the top of the leaderboard? I, for one, think that they shouldn't be fucking first place. We deserved it. Do we deserve it now anymore? Who fucking knows? Who fucking knows? Our team has like maybe 10 of the same people from when we originally started it. Who fucking cares? I don't give a shit if we're number 1. But it's about keeping Free-to-Play Whales, the team, at number 1. That's what it's about. And also not letting fucking chefs be number 1. Like, why the fuck wouldn't Illuminati or Diretide or even whoever's in 3rd place or 4th place right now, why would, well, I guess no, that's TMI, so they are doing this. Why would you not want to prevent a team like Chefs from being first place? Why would you not want that? It doesn't make sense. Anyway, this guy played really well for being a 5400. But anyway, the game's not competitive enough to want to do it anyway. Most weeks when you run 50, 1 or 2 losses decides it, and most of those losses, whether it's us, Illuminati, Diretide, most of them are disconnects, or in a game when the opponent can leave and it causes me a disconnect, why the fuck would I want to play competitively? Why the fuck would I care? Nah, man. Nah. Well, it's just the principle. They've never run 50. So if we didn't go down to 50, to 48, or 47 or 46, whatever it is that week, if we didn't do that, Chefs would already be number 1. Like, without a doubt, by now, Chefs would be number 1, and Chefs might have a 3, 4, 500 point lead on us. So do you really want the team that's been cheating basically this whole time to get a lead and lead and lead for the time when they finally do change it, and then we can't catch them when they do make it better? Crazy Keel! Koontang Clan. Koontang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with. If I was on Free-to-Play, they would accuse me of being a troll throwing matches. You motherfucker. Yeah, Pegs should be on. Pegs should be on. I really want to know if that... I want to know what... I feel like going into friendly fights and just testing Shaman with everything. Like every aura, swashbuckler aura, does it stop that? Does it stop? But the thing with the taunt is that it's actually kind of hard to tell if the taunt is working, because you have to have somebody, you have to put somebody in their way that would get attacked. But if they're already attacking that, you can't taunt it and then move it back. It's kind of hard. You think the game has a future? I mean, it's got more longevity than any other mobile game I've ever played. And there's games that have been out for like a year that don't have a player base hardly at all, and South Park's been out for 3 years and still maintains one of the most consistent playerships of any mobile game that I've ever played. At least when I say mobile game, I mean a mobile game like this, like a real-time PvP battle tower rush sort of game. I play literally all of them that exist, and I know you think I'm exaggerating, but I've played every single one of these games that exist currently. And South Park does a lot of it the best, and it definitely has the most players. Like some of the queue times, when you get up to the master ranks in some of these other, like what would be considered legend, once you get up to like the master ranks in some of the other games, because they're very, very, very casual in comparison to South Park, the wait time is fucking ridiculous. Like the top 10 guys have to wait minutes for their match, which is ridiculous. Or in some games, the top guys don't have to wait that long, but then they just match up against a bunch of people who give them 1 elo per win because there's nobody around their rank playing at that time, because there's literally only like 20 of them. Chess South Park would be cool. I mean, this is kind of like chess, you know, in my opinion. It's like real-time chess sort of, but like a South Park auto chess kind of thing would be kind of interesting. That guy's so mad at me. What a fucking loser. What's he so mad about? Like, look at this. I could understand if I came at him with level 5 legends and shit like that. But look at me, level 5 rares. Level 5 rares versus your level 5 rares, homie. The only difference is so far has been my Inkin's 4, that's pretty good. But my Tupperware was higher than him. Sharon, we're at the same level. It was literally just my PC principles at the same level. I mean, it's literally just the... my team didn't take Nathan because we're not stupid. It's literally just the legends, but whatever. They hardly won me the game. Him playing like a dummy is what is that? What lost me the game. Hey, it's JP Morgan Chase. Anyway. That guy played like 5 cards total. He just cycled them both. That's kind of funny. Ooh, another Buckethead. Gotta love that Buckethead. Buckethead. A level 4 Satan, the guy's entire push, and he just farted on me the whole game afterwards. That's pretty funny. Should Chaos Hamsters not be affected by taking Bar like token? I think so, and I believe that's a bug that they've talked about trying to fix. I don't even think they should take the damage. I think Tupperware shouldn't take damage. Tupperware avoids the knockback, but he still takes the damage, which I think is stupid. I think there should be a card that's immune to New Kid completely. He's immune to New Kid Blast. He's immune to... I think it should be an Assassin. And he should be immune to New Kid's Blast and New Kid's... I really thought I played Sharon out of the fucking slow there. That pisses me off. I'm still kind of upset about this. Would have been able to save... What's her butt? But the Mysterion coming full health. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I was worried here. I was like, oh shit, this lava. But then I remembered that lava's a fucking shitty card. And anybody who picks lava in Team Wars, dude, honestly, Nambla picking lava, I think was even the wrong choice. Like, there were so many fireball targets this week, and so many places you could save caps, a la Inuit and stuff. I mean, I guess Mysterion was probably the right choice, but I just hate lava. I mean, if you never play it, that's fine. But that guy broke the cardinal rule of having lava in your deck. He played the lava. It's definitely not a card meant to be played in Team Wars. It's just not, I just don't think it's effective enough. In order for lava to be effective, it has to be such a perfect storm, and most likely you're just not gonna benefit from it. Most likely it's just delaying the inevitable, or it just sits there for most of the time, you know? This guy was annoying though. See, there's a good fireball. No, it was a bad fireball. I lied, that was a bad fireball. Perfectly timed, little Indian boy that could. Go, 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 go. Oh my god. It was Tupperware. Oh, the Dougie still goes through. The Dougie! Go, Dougie, go! Oh, the Dougie got the hit. Wow. The incredibly misplayed Dougie works. Good with Dougie to take out ranged units. Oh, yeah. No, don't get me wrong. General Disarray's lava is fantastic because it's fucking free. But the lava spell, dog shit. Dog shit tacos. But yeah, C-Money for sure. Lava with the Disarray is really good. Like, that's really good. When you get it on a assassin, or not an assassin, on a ranger in the back, that's really good. Very solid. But putting it only on my side, not as cool. If it could like break, if I could put it here, I would like them to implement like a neutral zone. Like right here and here on this line would be a good, on this map, this line would be a good kind of breakup of it. But a neutral mode where I can play spells here and he can play spells here. So if I play, you know, so if my Psalm can be mind controlled right here instead of, or I guess he could really be mind controlled back here. Maybe that wouldn't work out. Maybe mind control's AoE would have to get lowered. Why mind control has an AoE like that even is stupid though, to be honest. It should be like right on. I'm kind of upset though, because Moody got his ass kicked this week so bad that I didn't even play the missions, because I had just terrible cards in every level. Every time I played, it was level 5 Pocahontas in my face, or Wow, I still got a hit off there. Incredible. Level 5 Pocahontas in my face, or fucking the guy led with like a level 4 Mysterion, and it was just like, welp. Kind of already has a neutral zone. Yeah, just literally mind control. And fireball. That's it. Those are the only two. I guess unholy. Well, no, unholy you can do anyway. Well, I'm stupid. Fireball you can do anyway. Mind control is the only one that's limited. Mind control and lava are the only ones that are limited to our side, right? And then the traps, I guess. But yeah, imagine playing a trap on their side, like right here. Playing a trap right here. Or I guess right here on my side. Satan can. Yeah, Satan reaches a little bit. What is up with that lag? Did you see that? Like both of those hits lagged. Like really bad. He's trying to cheat. He's trying to cheat me. This is one reason I don't like Tupperware when you have Sharon, just because like I can't heal Tupperware here. But didn't need it. Didn't need it. Top germs. Oh, this guy fucking hates me. Yeah, Satan Rogue kind of has that. Couple of them can reach through into behind enemy lines. All right, not bad. That'll eat up that level 5. Dude, he might kill him. Wow, he almost killed him. So that's 5 energy for 4 basically, but I get that back, so. You only got 113? Damn, I think I got 114. 114, and I got 113, I think, on one of them. Might honestly be this battle. No, I'm just kidding. Damn, terrible, terrible fireball. So the #1 rule of fireball, especially when Sharon's involved, is you have to kill your targets. You do not use fireball to soften people up. You can use arrow storm to soften people up. You do not use fireball to soften people up. You use fireball to kill people. If you don't, then they have the potential to turn that 5 energy around on you, whether it's a heal or just a nice play, whatever it is. If you do not get rid of the energy, so if that means waiting until you took some damage on him to use the fireball, so be it. But you cannot play a fireball. That's why low level fireball is so worthless, which is why Moody got his ass kicked, because he's got level 4 fireball. Or we only upgraded fireball to level 4 is what it was. It was set to 5, but didn't get it. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy calling me a bastard. I'll call you a bastard times 11, bitch. I got 3 people that didn't have the battle pass. Nolan, what's up, man? Inuit was a bad choice. I didn't think Inuit was terrible. You could like somebody killed my Pocahontas with Inuit. But yeah, it's definitely harder to get that off when like you know it could be coming. Wow, the Tupperware pushed him. Space Warrior token right now. Space Warrior is pretty good. This weekend I got Space Warrior token and Force of Jimmy to 6. Nice, dude. Yeah, those are important levels. Those 2 cheap cards. Took 3 months of requesting. Oh yeah. Imagine that level 7 request grind, man. Fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. All right, let's go. Let's go. I should have General Disarrayed there, but then the lava just gets blown up. So, and I had such a push that it wouldn't really benefit us. Oh, we get the heal. See, there's the... See that sneaky Inuit killed my Pocahontas? Stopping at level 6 of all my cards. After level 6, I started donating them a lot more. Yeah. The only ones I brought to 7 are ones that just were... Well, the mosquito... Well, the mosquito was the only... I just bought... Or not requested. I bought all those, like, unlimited. You could buy, like, 50 of them for, like, $6 or something like that. Great deal. I think that's my only level 7 rare on my main account. I think it is. And then I have a level 7 Buccaneer Bebe on the alt account, and I think that's my only level 7 rare there too. I haven't really focused either. I should really focus up the current deck I'm running and like make the one deck as good as possible, but that's just boring to me, man. Like that's not why I play these games. I don't play these games to make the best deck and be the best player. Like that's fucking stupid. It's a mobile game. There's not even like real tournaments for this game, so no. If I'm gonna take a game seriously, I'll jump to one of my other games that actually has cash tournaments consistently. I mean, Free to Play Whales has a cash tournament every weekend, but I don't really have a chance against my teammates, because most of them have fucking crazy stacked decks that I just can't go up against. Even if I outplay them, it's usually game over when their level 7 rares start running me over. My Adventure Lock and I have level 6 commons on 99% of the cards, but don't have the mats to get them there. On my Adventure Lock, I have every single thing that I can upgrade upgraded, and my main account. Every single card that I can upgrade, I have upgraded. And on the Adventure Lock, I still have like 30k coins left. The main account, I have like 290,000 coins. Thousands of mats. It's crazy. There should be more. They need to release more cards. Or what they should do is... I don't know. What could you do? You could add like a... They could add equipment. So this is what you could do to make mats matter again. Maybe you could add equipment. You could add like theme equipment, and so each theme can equip one of like 3 things, or you could call it an artifact or something. So each theme can equip one item, one artifact or something like that, but there's like 3 or 4 options, or obviously you can keep releasing them, and they do something to just those cards, and you can upgrade that with upgrade materials of that thing. So let's say you could get maybe like an Osimo helmet that would increase the max health of all tanks by 2% or something. Like, we're talking minute differences here. 1%, half a percent, whatever it might be. We talk about minute differences here, but just enough where you could like kind of spec your decks a little bit. Like, oh, I have a deck or I have a fantasy deck where cocks they have more attack but less health. Or I have a deck where my new kid does less damage on its hit, but the blast has more damage, or something like that. You just have like different things, different nuances. That's what World War Doe has with it has commander skins. So your guy in World War Doe, you have two towers, and you have a little guy, kind of looks like a penis, right? And you have a little guy that you can click around and he'll run around and shoot shit. And that guy can have different skins, and that thing has different stuff, like, you know, a percentage more buffs when you buff them, or, you know, your cards do X amount more damage when they're on the enemy side of the field, or your robots have 5% health, or you have 1 extra max energy, or, you know, whatever it might be. It's a lot of different stuff. Stupid buffering hurts to grandparents' house and got on Wi-Fi. Sucks because I'm sure I missed some good stuff. Good now. Oh man, the good stuff's not till the end. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I think that would be cool nuance. But the problem is that if they haven't released this stuff after 2 to 3 years, they're not gonna release it. Like, World War Doe is in its first like year, I think. Maybe it's in its first year, and so they can add all this stuff. Like, they're adding group raids and guild raids and stuff like that. They're working on 2v2, I think. But as far as South Park adding something huge like that, I just don't think it's in the cards, because I don't think they have a development team to build new stuff. Just maintain their current stuff, and then, you know, add some kind of neat stuff from here to there. But, you know, it's not like we're gonna get a new game mode anytime soon, is my assumption. All right, so what's next? The deck choices for next week. Boom. Oh, those got murdered a little bit. It's because I took the screenshot in a different way this time. So usually I do it the same way, but this time I did it slightly differently, and I paid for it. And they're both kind of different. I must have cut it differently too. All right. So let us go through the deck for next week. So let's take, at a first glance, wait, is something doubled up? No. Why does it seem like there's too many? That's 12. Weird. I don't know why it seems bigger than normal. This week we have a mixture of Mystic and Fantasy cards, which a lot of us will be familiar with. It was one of the early I'd say like mid-life of the game, Mystic Fantasy was one of the strongest. When Cock Magic was really strong, but then Ninju and Witch Doctor and all that stuff was also really strong. And Inkin wasn't around yet. Som was kind of average, shit like that. So let's just look. I like to take a quick glance. This is the first time I'm even looking, honestly. I like to take a quick glance and look at the removal and stuff like that. So we have double removal potential this week. Transmog and Unholy Combustion. Definitely targets for it. Satan or Ninju. Ooh, interesting. Okay, we got it. Let's start. Hallelujah versus Trans. Fuck. That's tough. We gotta have Unholy and Trans. You gotta have them both. I'll explain why in a second here, but you gotta have them both. Hallelujah, not gonna help you. Although, don't get me wrong, there might be some people that win because they Ninju and Hallelujah group, but when Cock Magic's a potential option, do you really wanna put all your eggs in one basket with the Ninju Hallelujah push? I don't know. But I will say this is a really interesting choice, and I don't know what most teams will go with, honestly. Hallelujah does have its potential. Transmog is pretty good. Some people might run Transmog and Cock Magic, but I think that's a mistake too. I think you really want the versatility of the Unholy and the Transmog. Cheaper, better. There's nothing really that Cock Magic could deal with that the other ones wouldn't deal with. Unless somebody stupidly stacks a bunch of shit. But I would say Transmog for sure. Also dead cards, so no caps. Also true pegs. You always gotta go dark mage or dark mage. What the fuck's his name? Dwarf King. Because Hercules just doesn't have any targets for sure. Like who's Hercules gonna hit? Literally Angel or Scout or Zen. Like what a dumb pick. Transmog better for Slave. Exactly. Better to fight one mouse instead of spontaneous combustion and fight 3 cocks. Right, but the Unholy Combustion can stop the Satan. The Unholy Combustion can snipe the DSR technically. The Unholy Combustion can snipe the Ninju, right? The Unholy Combustion can snipe the Rogue. Any one of those snipes is a game over. Hercules is good for Slave also. Does that stop his heal? No way. Oh, breaking the heal. Well, DKC does more damage, so DKC would be more likely to break the seal than Hercules. Hercules doesn't do that much damage. So yeah, I agree with that sentiment, but because of that sentiment, we want DKC. Also, the Rogue's obviously the choice this week to deal with the Cock Magic Cocks or oh right, so we're in agreement. I got you. The Rogue could break Slave too, actually, but the Rogue can stop. There's a couple assassin options. You know, the Cocks coming at you, whether it's your Cock Magic or their Cock Magic, the Slave Cocks, whatever it might be, you'll want the Rogue. Then Unholy for the snipes, obviously. I want to say you got to go Angel this week. Angel is much better overall. I mean, you could heal Slave back past up his half again, which is huge, which is awesome. You could heal both Terrence and Philip. You could heal Zen quite a bit. Like, there's a lot. Yeah, Arkansas was like, God damn, I never thought about it, but it's like, if his card text says stops abilities, I would believe it, but I'm pretty sure it says stops charge abilities. But dude, that would be fucking sick. Yeah, Puppet Bradley's real bad, so them putting it in here is just like everybody's gonna have Rogue token, you better be ready for it. Robin Tweak versus, damn, I mean, Robin Tweak just got buffed, huh? But with all that removal, like you use Robin Tweak on somebody, they just get removed. Like, I don't like it. So Angel gonna be the choice. Angel could heal some really good, I mean, Angel can do. Angel's a good card in Team Wars. I don't necessarily think she's good in ladder when she's gonna get Inkened and Sataned and all that shit. Fireball, Arrow Storm, whatever it might be. But Angel Wendy can play fucking ball in Team Wars, that's for sure. I think Terrence and Phillip is the choice here. They can deal with assassins, they can deal with tanks, they can deal with fighters, they can deal with archers really easily. And I would just say be careful to not play the Terrence and Phillip in a way where they're gonna get a lot of rogue value, because they're gonna have rogue. So you're gonna want to use rogue, like if possible, you use rogue against Slave and Terrence and Phillip, and kill the Terrence and Phillip, or at least chunk them, and then take Slave's heal. Obviously that's a perfect storm, but Paladin over Scout, because obviously Amazing Junk, welcome back. If you take Scout, what doesn't make sense. Zen over PC Principal. Well, with the Ninja, it's no question you take the Zen. If you do Ninja, you definitely take the Zen. If you go Satan, I don't really see a need for Satan at all. Rogue can help deal with anything in like a pinch, any AoE stuff. You can always just wait for it to get close enough to your new kid. The removal is gonna deal with anything big. There's not really enough swarm to really worry, and if there is swarm, you don't want to have Satan in your hand and have Satan, Dar, Unholy, Transmog, Rogue in your hand. Like, yeah, I don't really like that. There's kind of some swarm in this deck, but not really. But I guess the Amazingly Randy could get out of hand. But you'd think with the Ninja that people would run Dar. But I guess Randy's probably the better choice, honestly. But yeah, I like the Zen though. Zen's the cheap defense. Just very useful in general. And PC Principal most of the time pushes somebody back and it helps them. Like push a Randy back to safety or something like that. Yeah, Slave's the choice just because there's 2 removals. And you don't want to give them value from the Maxi, because if you play Maxi, he's going to get removed. Like, it's literally statistically impossible for them to not have one of the removals. Not impossible, but statistically very unlikely for one of them to not have Unholy or Transmog in their opening hand. So pretty much anytime you play Maxi, it's just feeding them 1 energy. So even if Maxi was the better choice overall, like for this deck, just because the opponent could have double removal, you don't want to run Maxi, or just extra energy for the cock magic, right? So Slave's definitely the choice. Your goal will be to get the Transmog on somebody else, and then Slave gets put out before the Transmog. Now, obviously, if you see the Unholy, you know you're safe from the cock magic. So you'll probably want to play. Honestly, I will probably try to play my tank early just to see what trade happens. Could potentially be in my favor. You know, maybe he Unholies a Slave or something like that. What's up, Sass? Welcome back. But you could kind of see and feel out what they have, and that's going to be important, because if you know they don't have cock magic, you know that you can just build the Ninja push behind the Zen. If you know that they have already used Transmog but haven't used Unholy or cock magic yet, then you have to be careful and not necessarily stack your units and see if you can bait that Transmog out. So I would always, like, pretty much the beginning of the game, I'm gonna probably play Slave and just see if he gets removed or not. If he doesn't get removed, it's totally possible to defend the Slave for a very long time. But Zen next to him, even there's no DSR you have to worry about, but then Satan could come. So yeah, there's a lot of nuances, but for the most part, Slave is gonna just get transmogged. I don't like PC Principal. I like Zen being cheap. And PC Principal has just so much potential. One, Terrence and Phillip fuck PC Principal up, because after he pushes one, the other one's still sitting there fucking him up. And he just pushes he pushes a range back, and then they're gonna survive. Like, the only good use he has is maybe he could push a rogue token out of the way, but I don't think he can do that even fast enough. Satan versus Ninja. I like the Ninja. I think the Ninja pairs with a lot. You can get the Ninja on the Terrence and Phillip. You can get the Ninja on the Cox even to take a final bar if you think that they don't have the rogue token. If you know they don't have the rogue token because they used it. But mostly just that Ninju on the tank is gonna actually be pretty good. Or what, not the tank, but like whatever fighter, whatever survives. Terrence and Phillip is kind of the goal. But I mean, Satan. Yeah, PC Principal could catch a removal too. So if you're gonna run it, and he's really the only other removal card unless you're waiting for the Satan snipe or the rogue token snipe or something. So I guess amazingly Randy, you could convince me would be a decent unholy if you really had to. If you really had to. But I just don't think the Satan kills enough is the problem. Like Satan, the only good thing about Satan is that if he kills the target. If he doesn't kill the target, he doesn't do enough damage to really matter. We don't have anything that can really defend after that. So when he's lower level 3 or something, and he doesn't kill the amazingly Randy, it's worthless. If he doesn't kill the Terrence and Phillip, it's worthless. He'll kill the swarms. He'll kill the angel slot. He'll kill the Scout Ike and the Kenny slot. Maybe Clyde. I can't remember how much health Clyde has. But not everybody's gonna have it to the point where it's playful. And Ninju, even level 3, he gives everybody a boost. So if that's every cock out there, it's a pretty good amount of fucking value, right? Even at level 3. And since you could also potentially Dar it back. Yeah, once Satan starts getting good at level 4, he's already at level 3 in like Silver Early Legend, but then only for Swarm and like visitors and like shit like that. Man, bear, pig, stuff like that. But yeah, once he gets 4, he starts killing shit. And then once he gets 5, he starts killing a lot of shit. There's a lot of stuff at 4 that gets left with a little health, and then 5 starts cleaning those up. DSR or Dar versus Randy. I mean, Dar's fucking damage right now is just so good, and she doesn't get hit by New Kid, that if you bring back your slave before the slave gets removed, that's money, baby. That's money. Even just with the Dar behind him. Bring back Zen in a pinch. Then you have Dar behind him. If you ninju just the Dar, that's gonna be... You need to fucking unholy that card. It's so much value. But yeah, if you get the double Dar... If you get the double ninju Dar, where you play ninju, and then you play Dar at like the exact same time, and Dar gets the ninju boost, and then kills ninju, and gets the second one, that'd be game over. You'd have to unholy her. It'd be awesome. Hopefully it hits a tank too. No, it's not. Clearly it's not. But I think honestly, man, that's a tough one. I think Randy and just the consistent cocks and like a strong range unit and a potential ninju target. Like Randy is your ninju target. Randy behind Slave is your ninju target. And if you can ninju the cocks right before they come out, that'd be pretty sick too. Or right after they come out, that'd be pretty sick. But yeah, Randy, epic, has to be leveled up a little bit more than Dar does. Dar could do her job at level 2, and even at level 2, she still got 80 attack, which is pretty damn good. I'd go Randy, actually. Randy you can play almost at any time, too. A big problem with this deck is going to be just having a shit fucking hand, especially if you go Robin Tweak. You could have all your removal in hand, Ninju, yeah, a rogue token. I mean, it might be a better play sometimes to just play rogue token behind your new kid, but you want to save that for so much stuff. That you definitely want units that you can play. And yeah, new kid can't reach her. Yeah, she's definitely good. You want cards that you can play no matter what, like just at the back. And this deck doesn't really have many of those. You don't really want to necessarily lead your tank all the ways. You could lead Friar or the name just missed my head for some reason. Terrence and Phillip, god damn it. Randy can kind of scatter the cock magic also. That's true. That's true. You put that out and it's harder to... Well, no, I lied. Cock magic works differently now. Cock magic doesn't target cocks. It boosts your own cocks. So yeah, you could use it and boost your cock. Marley, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. All right, let's go to the next stage of the update. Yeah, Dar's much better as a unit, but the problem is just like what's in your hand, because like you could potentially have Dar, Ninju, Unholy, Transmog, Rogue Token. What do you play? But Randy, you can just play behind your new kid, right? Does it change opponent's cards or all cards? It doesn't. It's still all cards, but it doesn't take into account cocks. So enemy cocks or your cocks, it doesn't take them into account, and it actually boosts them. I don't know actually if it boosts the enemy cocks. It probably boosts your own cocks, or maybe enemy cocks don't. I don't remember if enemy cocks count or not, but ally cocks don't get counted. Instead, they're boosted. So let's say you have 3 cocks out from Randy, 3 gnomes out, and amazingly Randy, and then they have Grand Wizard Cartman out. If you use cock magic, your Randy will die, their Grand Wizard will die, and you could have still killed, and then your 3 gnomes will turn into cocks, right? And you still could have turned 1 person into a cock. But then the cocks that were already cocks, and then the cocks that you just turned into cocks, will get a boost by like 50 or whatever. I don't know what it is. Cocks. I've been trying to say it a lot. Rogue midline and try to draw it back to your side. Yeah, I don't hate that. You could maybe catch them playing an assassin midline too. Like if you play it right at 10, if that's your starting hand, and you play rogue right at the beginning, and they played an assassin, you might catch that assassin. You never know. You never know. All right. Let's go to the dev update. Oh, that's Streamlabs. There you go. Boom. All right. So like I was saying earlier, this week, cocks. This week, kind of some important missions. Henrietta, if you want to get Henrietta cards. Chaos missions. I mean, Chaos is a good card, so if you don't have him 5, you probably want him 5. And then Goth Kid's Pete, so if you want Pete leveled up. So any new card, in my opinion, I think is important to get up to a competitive level, because you never know when that's going to be the right choice for Team Wars. Pete, for instance, was the right choice last week, I think. 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks? Well, not maybe for all the teams, but for some teams. And then Henrietta, I actually have level 4, or not level 4, Jesus, can you imagine? I have level 3 already on my main account, and I never bought one. And it's just because they had the free one, and then I got 2 in lockers and 2 in end of season pack, I think. I had to have gotten 1 in a Team Wars at some point. All right, weekly events. We've got some spooky throwbacks for you this week as we start things off with an event for Pete. This will be a mission event with a solo path, and it will run for today and tomorrow. Our chaos mode this week will be themed around, well, chaos. All spells, Dougie, and Butters cards will cost 1 less energy point than usual. That sounds interesting. I play a 3-cost hyperdrive. We will also have our usual token events on Thursdays. Our Gothic memories continue with Henrietta, returning for a 4-day mission event. It'll begin on Friday and go till Monday then. And on Tuesday. This event will feature both a team path and a solo path, and let me tell you that finishing up the solo path is a particularly good plan for anyone looking to add this legendary lady. Oh, we get another guaranteed Henrietta, it seems like. Please note this is a mission event, not a card use event. Okay. Well, I'd hope so if it's 1,200 points. So 400, that's the one this week. Yeah. Looking for more new kids to chat with? Got a great new deck you want to show off? Make sure you check out the Discord, SP Discord in chat if you need that. ! SP Discord if you need that. We're keeping things short and sweet for this week, so that's all the news I have to share. We're hard at work behind the scenes, continue to fix bugs and make notes of changes we might want to make in the future. Note she didn't say that they're making new changes. Thanks to everyone who has shared their feedback so far with us. I have not read it. It's always such a help. If you think there's something going on we might not know about yet, Or if you've got something else on your mind, please feel free to share it with us here. Another goth event to gauge how weak they are. Unless the cost for Pete and Henry are lowered. I mean, there isn't a card use event though. Weekend event is mission type, yes. What kind of event is the weekend event? Because the picture shows us a card using event and there is no event cards. Yeah, it says it. If Henrietta had Michael's effect as well as her own, they would be viable. They are used in lower arenas to some effect. However, as it stands, they are not worth the energy, effort, or space in the deck. Right. The biggest thing is the space in the deck. Like, you need all 4 of them, and that's a fucking third of your deck. And then you can only have 5 cards. Like, if you had 5 cards to start, let's say 3 cards to start. This is how Heroic does it, where you start with 3 cards, and then after a certain amount of time, you draw another one. And if you don't play cards, that's fine. You can play a card, you draw another one. And if you have a certain amount, so like if you have X amount and you don't use it, the next card will get discarded. But at least you can, like, I can throw the cards away too though and like cycle through my deck, so I can try to get the right combo that I need to pull off, you know, whatever I'm trying to do. Whereas in South Park, you're just completely down to your, you can sort of try to change your cycle a little bit, but at the end of the day, if your Henrietta is the last card in your deck and your first 3 cards you had your three goth kids, you have to like right away make the choice. Am I trying to dig for Henrietta and hope I could play him, or do I just play these cards right now and hope that maybe I get Henrietta later? It just doesn't work very much. Goth and woodland critters, yeah, exactly, that's a sick combo, but it's how much energy? Like, just Henrietta and woodland critters is 9 energy, and most likely at the end of it, you're just gonna end up using your critter on the Henrietta on accident, because Ferkel and Michael both spawn on the outside of them. So like, you couldn't just keep, to do it, you'd have to put critters on the absolute bottom of the deck, of the map. You'd have to put critters on the absolute bottom, and you'd have to put Henrietta at the absolute top, so that when Ferkel spawns on the bottom side and when Pete spawns on the back side, your critter will be closer to them. Otherwise, the Henrietta is just gonna be closest. So yeah, it's gonna take some good positioning there to be really good. But yeah, I've thought about that too, because they come back. Like, that's sick. That's why Cox are pretty good with them. Visitors and Terrence and Phillip are pretty good with them, because there's still 1 left after you take them. And then Mysterion is great for him, because you can kill Mysterion right next to your new kid, and he's back protecting your critter in like 15 seconds. Pretty great. Fix that. Isn't that swell? A Dougie Paladin Chaos. Awesome. I mean, it could be fun. You'll have so many. What are you fucking worried about, dipshit? You're gonna have a level or a 3-cost lightning bolt that you can kill him with, or a 4-cost equal, or not equal, but a 4-cost fireball that you could deal with it, or a 2-cost fucking freeze ray. Oh shit, Rez, can you imagine me kicking your ass with a 2-cost freeze ray? I've got all that practice, man. Only acceptable way to use critters is to use MVP sacrifice him, then Pope sacrifice Pope. What if you sacrifice Manbear Pig? Again. But yeah, I mean, they were smart. I'm just glad they added a fucking cap. Can you imagine? How many iterations do you think they went through before they realized they had to put a fucking cap on it? Do you think they had the cap right away? Or did somebody in testing take the Manbear Pig and they're like, well, that's not gonna work. Goth kids, why? Because they're new cards and people want to get them. Like, this is what blows my mind. People are like, we want new cards, we want bug fixes, we want the game not to be so pay to win, but we also want legendaries to be better than their counterparts. What the fuck? Everybody's so dumb. No more mission events until they're fixed, please. Missions refresh automatically. Thanks for the update. Missions refresh automatically? Okay. That doesn't mean it's broken. It just means your dumbass needs to remember to go back to the event screen every once in a while. Isn't that swell? A Dougie Paladin. Oh, is that? You bought all the lockers for an epic? That might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's like 200. Oh, someone did that? And there's a new bug, or are you fucking... What's with lockers? I saw an epic as best loot, bought all lockers, but didn't get the card. Really? That's actually kind of funny. Is Gizmo gonna be 10 cost? Oh, don't you dare. Gizmo and Woodland Critters? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Didn't even think about that. Yeah, that would work out pretty well. But they're just gonna get fucking murdered. It sucks, man. They all just get murdered. There's too much AoE removal and burst removal for stuff like that to work out. Glad it's mission event so I can finish without having to play any goth kids. Yeah, right? Decaying Link. And that's what's funny. Like, the people that are commenting like that are mad because they're like, I don't want to play goth kids. But it's like, they don't realize it's a mission event because they have like 30 IQ points. Totally agree. They all need to be reworked. Back during the mission event, I had her at 4 and other goth kids were like 5 and 6. I got wrecked. They are too high of cost to get them all in field. It's hard. I mean, I played it and I got wrecked sometimes, but I also did some fucking ass kicking too. It was unbeatable at some times. So, I mean, it's a gimmick combo deck. This is a trading card game. There will always be those gimmicky decks. I mean, think about Paladin fucking Dougie. It's the same thing. It's a deck that's built around one little combo. Think about Exodia. It's the Exodia deck. Exodia the Forbidden One. You get all the pieces, you fucking win, right? It's the same thing. If you get all 4 of your goth kids in the perfect cycle, you win, man. You win. You win. Thanks, Nami. Thanks for the lurk. My cards won't go off. Stream loot's not activated. Oh yeah, I don't have it on this. I don't have it on this one. I should have thought about that. I don't have it on this overlay. Well, what I need to do is redo, because this is my old overlay setup that I don't use anymore. But I haven't redone a new one for the update. What I'm gonna do is I have some fancy new shit that I can do with my camera, and I'm gonna do that and make the update a little cooler. It'll be like a 3D transform. I'll be like this, looking at the stuff. Chat will still be there. It'll just be quite different. It won't be so like cookie cutter like this. And it'll be more like my general intermission, just chatting screen on my other stuff. But yeah, this doesn't even have that browser source. I'll give you your cards back, Junk. Don't worry. What camera do I use? I use a Logitech Brio on the main one, and then my second one is a Logitech C132. That was the first one I had. Ideally, you want a DSLR HDMI just straight into your fucking graphics card, but that's not worth it. When you're small time, shit like that's not worth it. Like going full XLR on your microphone, not really worth it. Going a full DSLR camera, not really worth it. But yeah, the Brio's less than 200 bucks, really solid. I mean, you can tell it's fairly good. Maybe he was 99 out of 100 on it, didn't expect RL to promote best loot that didn't even exist. I mean, yeah. When we were talking about in-game currency that you can buy with real money, it's quite serious to be selling a chance to win something that doesn't exist in the price pool. Pretty sure I've seen a screenshot of this on Reddit. But it's a bug. And you can send it to them, and I guarantee you they'll just put that card in your deck. Guaranteed. This event will feature both a team pack and a solo path, and let me tell you, would be correct and soon. This means Henrietta is again a guaranteed drop. Yeah, considering they use the same exact like graphic for it, I'm assuming it's the same exact event. And since they don't seem to be very smart sometimes, I assume that they weren't able to change the drops for that event. Yes, it is. That's why you need to get 1,200 points for Legendary. Yeah, exactly. It's a big one, but it's 300 points a day. Not too bad. Mission events are boring. Literally, my last mission was destroy 12 phones, open 9 lockers, win 4 matches. That's just playing the game. What do you mean boring? You're just playing the game anyway. You're fucking playing the game anyway. Or maybe it's like a 30% chance see money instead of 10%. Or 15, I think it is. Can you also fix that when the mission is complete, it automatically gets a new mission? Sometimes I forget to enter the event rewards in order to refresh them. I agree. But it does show you at the top when you complete a mission. You should have the wherewithal to go to the mission. I agree it's stupid, but it shouldn't upset you to the point where you write a forum post about it. Balanced Dark Angel Red. Okay, just not. Weekend mission events are worse than token events. I don't have Henrietta yet because she came out with a mission event. A lot of missions might as well say lose multiple matches to get points. Play 25 types of cards that you never use, or lose at least 2 matches, win 8 matches. I'd rather win 8 token matches for more gain in an event. Win 8 matches is an insane amount of points, you fucking idiot. Defeat a number of certain themes or gender. Those are the tough ones. Those are the ones I try to skip because I can't choose who I match up against, right? Weekend events need to only be cards. No, I think you're a stupid little pussy bitch boy that doesn't like things that aren't easy for him. And other people enjoy mission events because they don't have to run stupid fucking decks. So eat shit and I'm gonna enjoy my mission event. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it should only be card events. Fucking idiot. Some people hate card events. Some people fucking despise them. You're crazy. Then use the cards and lose a match mission. Way better. I spent... Yeah, exactly. Exactly, dude. Using shitty cards in a card event is way worse. Way worse. Mission events are fine. Just when you use certain ones you can't do because the matchmaker doesn't match you in a way you get a nice mix of themes to beat. Well, those ones seem to be pretty rare. I've never once had 2 of those types at the same time. I've never had like defeat sci-fi, defeat mystic, and defeat superheroes or something. I've never had that all at the same time. And you can refresh 1 per day. So that's 4 over the weekend that you can get rid of. I like the card events because I usually run a high-ass point deck. May drop 600 ELO. Yeah, exactly. But some people don't want to drop ELO, and so they'd play a 2-point event deck, and they'd get their ass kicked, even with 2 points. Or they'd run an 8-point like you, and they'd really get their ass kicked. Not just drop 600 ELO, but drop 600 ELO and have to play 300 games to finish the event. I liked how you moved Michael's ability to Henry to stop the exploiting of sniping Henry when Michael dies. Works to cover that. Then change Michael's ability to reduce the cost of other Goths because even when Henry covered, they're still expensive. Manbear Pig Pope combo is still cheaper at 13 cost when Goths are 14. Goths come back over and over. God, dude, some of these people are so fucking stupid. So they think you moved Michael's ability to Henry to stop the exploit of sniping Henry when Michael dies. No, that's fucking skill. That is fucking playing the game. If you didn't have that, that combo would be unbeatable. If I can snipe her in between that window, I win. Henrietta not being able to be removed alone is a good ability. That's a tank that you can't use a removal spell on. If you're in, like, that alone is brutal. And if you take away, it's not an exploit. To call that a fucking exploit? What the fuck are you? Exploit is not the word you're talking about there. To stop the really awesome fucking sick play of sniping Henry when Michael dies. You have a little tiny window where you can snipe Henrietta. And if you fuck it up, you waste a spell. And you want to remove that? Dude, the people who want to remove the skill gaps in this game are just the shitters who don't know how to play it. Oh, remove the timing that it... I really hate that I have to time things. Oh, you should really make Unholy Combustion targetable. I hate it when it hits the wrong target. Eat shit. Put it in the middle. Learn how to play the fucking game. So stupid, man. The game's already so fucking simple, and these people want to take away some of the few skill gaps that there are to the game. So dumb. Oh, make Pope's res time slower so I can snipe her easier. No, learn how to snipe. Learn how to snipe. I snipe Pope without fail pretty much, even with lightning bolt. I'm so annoyed. No, he's saying, the guy's saying, C-Money, the guy's saying to add Michael's ability to Henrietta and then give Michael an ability that makes Goth Kids cheaper to summon, which doesn't even make any sense because that forces you to play Michael, then Henrietta, and then the other two, and then you don't get a benefit from Michael anymore. And then in that situation, Henrietta is 5 cost, is immune to stuns at all times, or is immune to removal at all times, makes everybody else immune to removal, and brings everybody back to life. What the fuck are you talking about? She does her community stages, Jim Norton. LOL. Jim Norton is a fucking dirty bastard. Fixing bugs so the mosquito swarm getting a buff? What are you talking about? I fucking hate this guy. This guy who talks about losing elo. Why do you watch your fucking elo? In a day to counter decks, oh, he's constantly losing to counter decks because he's too fat, dumb, and idiotic to change his deck to something that plays well in the meta. And shocking RNG, I don't even know what that means. Did someone play hook hand on you or something? What fucking RNG are you seeing in your games? What fucking RNG are you seeing? Cock magic or something? I have no problem with them running occasional mission events on the weekends. They're fine. I agree. Maybe they need it for level 5. Who cares what you've ever heard? What? Oh, what? Maybe they have more disposable income than you. Maybe they don't mind supporting the game. Maybe it was a new epic. Maybe it was free to play cash and they wanted that fucking epic. Boy, you wasted your time even post your message. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So tired of all the negativity on this forum about what they personally don't like as opposed to actual bugs. It's a game, have fun. It's great the game gets so much new content and attention. Yeah, dude, this game is crazy. Heroic has had 3 new cards since I started playing. Fucking Champion Strike, 0 new cards. World War Doe, 8, 5, 6 or 7. They're pretty good, but they're a brand new game too. Wake up and go back to sleep, they did. Stop giving me red past 2 days. Swashbuckler, 8 DAR, 1 DSR. Well, DAR's a good card to get. Swashbuckler, still an epic. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you like the card or not. You got an epic drop. You understand that? It doesn't matter if you give a shit about what card you got an epic drop. Someday, Swashbuckler might be the best card in the fucking game. And aren't you gonna be glad that you happen to be getting her the whole time? Aren't you gonna be glad when your team picks Swashbuckler and you have her at level 5? Aren't you gonna be glad? Aren't you gonna be glad? No, you know what you would be? You would be one of those people who at the beginning of the game are saying, we need... Hold on, let me turn this up. We need to be able to trade mats in for other mats. I should be able to take 3 fantasy mats and turn them in for 1 sci-fi mat. And guess what? Oh, they implemented that. Oh, nice. Oh, they implemented that. And then you spent all of your Mystic and all of your sci-fi stuff, or all of your Mystic and all of your whatever, and you got nothing but Adventure Fantasy, because that's what was good at the time. And then the balance changes, and all of a sudden your deck sucks, and you got nothing else, buddy. You got nothing else. Team Wars comes out, and guess what? You're a one-trick pony that can't do shit in Team Wars because of all your off-theme stuff sucks dick, and even if you wanted to upgrade them, you can't because you don't have any fucking materials, you dumb shit. That's who fucking this guy is, getting mad that he's getting epics just because they're not the right fucking one. Oh, I get a legend, but it's not the right one. What a fucking idiot, man. What a fucking idiot. That shit pisses me off. That's the thing. When people are like, oh, we should be able to trade mats and stuff, it's like, bro, you do not want that to have ever been a possible situation. Because so you would be fucked. The people asking that would be fucked in Team Wars. Anytime it was an off theme that wasn't their main 2 themes, they were screwed. Those people would have quit the game, guaranteed. Guaranteed. They weren't gonna grind out thousands and thousands of off-theme mats when they burnt them for fucking a third of the value. Yeah, no, you don't want that. Trust me. Trust me, guys. There's a lot of things that people think they want, but they don't want it. You want Elo, you want matchmaking based on deck strength? Oh yeah, okay. Okay. I'll put a couple level 1 cards in my deck and see how well you do against me, you fucking idiot. I remember people asking for that, but that was before TVT came. Exactly. Exactly. Still kind of salty on Adventure Lock. I'm halfway there on 5 Hanky, but only have a level 2 Ink and Gray. Shit. Dude, that's so weird. Some people, well, I mean, my main account has that with Manbear Pig. My Manbear Pig just got to level 4 like recently. He was sitting 7 out of 8 for a very long time, like years. And I bought a lot of fucking cards in this, right? So I've bought a lot of legends, and you know I was going for that Hanky, so you know I bought some neutral ones, but never got the Manbear Pig. I guess that's good that I got Hankies or Satans instead of Manbear Pig, but Yeah, my man bear pig is still just a baby little 4. You probably had a level 3 before you even got Anakin. Dude, guaranteed, Cloud Chucker. I almost guaranteed that's true. I've had a level 3 for a while. I didn't have a level 2 for a long time. I had a level 3 for a long time. And then my Adventure Lock account is pretty straight across the board though. Like Inuit's a little far behind, because like Inuit's at 0 out of 32. I just got him to 5, and I guess Satan's like, it's like 8 out of 16 or something. Satan's pretty far away. But everybody else is at like, Hanky's a little further behind, but all the adventures are fucking like, I think Sam's at like 26 out of 32 or like no, Inkin's at like 26 out of 32 or something. Sam's at like 16 or something like that. Like I'm getting fairly close to getting some level 6 legends on the Adventure Lock. Mine's all close. Maybe I'll just throw my $600 stimulus check at cash on that account and just buy a bunch of those. Honestly, I'd probably slam the gold packs and finish up some rare level 7s. Just started working on level 6 rares on my Adventure Lock. Nice. All mine Adventure Lock are between 6 and 16. 14, 16, pretty happy about that. Yeah, dude, that's good. Yeah, once you get to that level 5, it really starts opening up. Because, like, level 4 legends are good and all, but not when you don't really get to pick what deck you're running. You know what I mean? Like, we're really stuck in what we can run in Adventure Lock. And so if your Dar is only level 3, or not your Dar, your Inkin is only level 3, or even level 4 at some points, if you're playing up at like 9300 or whatever, it's not going to stand up. It's not going to kill what it needs to kill. I made too much for both of them. My GF got a nice check though. Nice. Yeah, I was right on the line for the first one for my whatever. Your house got a Jesus. Your house got a 6K stimuli. Would it be stimuli? You got 6K stimuli? Or was that the first stimulus, was the 6K? Kids aren't? Your kid? You got more? How did that work? Isn't it, I thought it was 1,200 a couple if you had kids. But then you got more? Or like 1,200 per person per couple. Oh, I gotcha. Plus 600 per kid. Oh, shit. No matter the age? You mean like a baby? You could bust out a... You could have busted out a kid between the first stimulus and the second stimulus to get another $600. Is that 9 months between that? March? Holy shit. 9 months. If you would have had a kid right in March, right when shit got locked down, you would have, or you got pregnant at least, you would have had a kid by the second stimulus. Goes by last tax years. Aw, damn. Can't adopt a few kids quick. They're little humans, yeah. 1,200, 1,200, 600, 600 for the first. Oh, I gotcha. So you two got 1,200 separately and then 600 per kid. So she got, well, I guess I don't know who the kids is. The kids are, how does that work? If the kids are like, I guess, yeah, the kids obviously are under one of you, like legally, right? Technically, if you're a couple, one of you would have to claim them on. Could you both claim them as dependents if you're not married? How does that work? Adopt 15 kids and drop them back off after the check. Exactly. Because I'm wondering if I have a kid with my girlfriend, we're not married, who would claim that kid as the dependent? And like, she claims them? Okay. So she claims them. So she technically got the money. So can you only claim? So in a couple like that, one of you has, like, there has to be a decision who claims the kid. I don't know much about that. You only really ever deal with that when who provides more for the child gets to claim. Oh, gets to claim? So is that like a, could you claim too and like it would be tax fraud if you got audited, or would they just be like, nah, you don't count? Is there a way to quantify who plays what? Right, but what if they weren't biologically her kids either? What if there was no biology involved? And you adopted... No, you can't adopt a kid together if you're not married. What a dumb thing. How fucking crazy would that be? Like, oh, you've been together 3 months, you want a kid? Sure! Sure! Goth Queen, what's up? We do the same for deciding our house interest deduction. Whoever benefits most takes the deduction. Your house interest deduction? Oh, I gotcha. Hello, hello. Maybe whoever works best for tax purposes. I don't think it would matter, would it? It's not like it would be a tax deduction. If anything, you'd want the person who doesn't work to take it, because if it does come out of your taxes later, you wouldn't want that to come out of the taxes of the person who makes money, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm sure as long as there's nobody, like more than one person trying to claim the same person, I'm sure they don't give a shit who actually claims them. I'm sure they're not looking like, his uncle claimed him, what the fuck? I'm sure they don't give a shit. Mortgage interest deduction, as long as you don't both take it. Mortgage interest deduction, I need to get me one of those. Actually, this will be the first year that I pay taxes where I've had a mortgage, so I'm gonna have to look into all of that. But last year I paid for so last year my taxes were really funny because I did my taxes, and because I got a fucking major donation from somebody, $5,000 donation last year, my tax was fucked. My tax was fucked. And so when I put in that, it was like, it went from like me getting $1,000 back to me having to pay in like $300, and I was like, well, we're not fucking doing that. So I went through and I filed as a self-employed individual for my streaming, and because I have the correct tax documents through Twitch to actually do that, and then I deducted a fuck ton of shit because I have a specific streaming place, so I can deduct a fraction of my mortgage. At that time it was rent, but mortgage. I could do all sorts of equipment. I could take the cost of the equipment. I could do the cost of the internet, or a portion of it at least. All sorts of goodies. And by the end of it, after I paid TurboTax about $50 for the Ultimate Edition, or whatever the fuck it was, I got $1,200 back. So if you motherfuckers who are sitting there thinking that Donald motherfucking Trump is a piece of shit for not paying taxes, I did that. I went from paying in $300 to getting $1,200 back by paying TurboTax $50. Imagine what Donald fucking Trump could do paying the best lawyers in the fucking world millions of dollars. Of course he's not paying fucking taxes. Last year you played 20K over and above what I had taken out of my check. What? How does that work? I make more money, so she gets all my tax break things for a bigger refund. Yeah, for sure. She makes a lot less than me, so she writes it off on her taxes. I do the mortgage deduction because it was my house before it mattered. Yeah. Paid in like $30,000 in taxes and I got like $3,000 back. Well, I mean, you still have, like, it's not like a savings account. Like you're paying them. Like, that's your contribution. Appreciate you. Our Lord and Savior Joseph Biden will bring us the promised land. You mean more fucking taxes? Yeah. Dude, the moment he repeals the tax, the Trump tax cut, I lose $200 every paycheck. Instantly. Or $200 every month. $100 every paycheck. Like that. Gone. Boom. Boom. More like this. More like that. They deboed 30,000 from me. You got knocked. I wrote check payable to the Internal Revenue Service for taxes. What are you talking about? I'm so confused what you're talking about, Pegs. I feel like you're having a completely different conversation right now. Hey, Tipsy, what's up, man? You're just catching the end of the stream, man. We're just finishing it up. Should see who I got to raid, though. But if you're catching us on YouTube, I appreciate you guys. I don't know why I have a Sharpie in my hand. Let's draw a little
an avid office watcher like myself.
What is this?
Don't.
There you go. Penis. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my God, dude. I just thought of something hilarious. I'm gonna actually make a little video of a penis being drawn on screen. I'm gonna put it on and be like, oh, 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 and just draw it. Uh-oh. Hello. 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 This is why I have autofocus turned off usually. I can't believe you. It didn't focus? There you go. What the fuck was that all about? This is why I turn autofocus off on my other one. For some reason. So it's the weirdest thing. When I'm in this scene collection, my camera settings do not get saved. Like if I turn off my computer and I turn it on, the Logitech resets. If I'm in my other scene collection with all my fancy shit, and I change the thing, like turn off autofocus, turn off all sorts of shit. Everything on your webcam should be manual, by the way, guys. It doesn't go back. It doesn't change. So I don't get it. Cause yeah, I shouldn't have autofocus on. There's just no reason to. Cause everything, when you have it on the deepest, I don't know, what's the word? The deepest depth? Hold on, let me check something here. Autofocus, auto white balance too. I don't mind. See, the auto exposure is the tough one. Because the auto exposure does do a pretty good job. But the audio exposure, you just gotta... -7 is your natural. This is my natural. This is the natural aperture of the webcam. You believe that? How terrible is that? You just add a little gain to it, and then you're looking a little better, but it's terrible. Better for low lighting my ass. Better for low lighting my ass. But yeah, if you're fully zoomed out, like it doesn't matter. Like my hand's in focus now. It's not like my hand doesn't focus, you know? Like I can put something up to the screen and you guys can still fucking read it. You know, like you don't have to be hyper focused. You don't, and now it doesn't do the stupid, like if I move back and forth, like it doesn't do the stupid like and like the moment I see that on a stream, I leave. I'm not even kidding you. The moment I see somebody stream autofocus, I leave. Because I'm like, you don't respect yourself enough to understand that you shouldn't have autofocus on. I'm out of here. I'm fucked out of here. Please don't low light my ass. Well. Anyway, who are we fucking raiding? Let's raid. Oh, I know who we're raiding. No, I don't know. We're gonna raid Sorlap because I like him. He's nice. And Tipsy's here, so it makes me feel like spreading the love. We did 3 tax declarations this year. So that sounds terrible. Yeah, it's gonna suck. The first tax season with my house is gonna suck. I might actually hire a CPA this time around because I got a lot of investment stuff going on too. And I gotta figure out how to traffic all my illegal money, you know? No, I'm just kidding. Shit. You'll get more back? Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I could itemize deductions and get fucking hella back, but that's also a lot of time. And like, is it? But yeah, TurboTax, the what? Elite or whatever, I think it was like $30 only. That had everything. I assume everybody's taxes are gonna suck next year, honestly, because we're gonna have to eat the we're gonna have to eat those stimulus checks. That money's gonna have to come back somehow. Or they were just paying us with our own student loan fees. Just kind of funny. Oh shit. Alright, we're leaving out of here. Hey bro, big ups from Colombia. Hey, Wasabi SPPD, welcome. Okay, but we're heading out, guys. I'm gonna cut this video up. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna play anything because I have some actual work to do. For all my shit I got going on. Yeah, for sure. And we'll be back tomorrow though. The stream tomorrow might be a little short too, but we'll definitely get a little South Park in. Cause the event, we wanna get some peats. Wanna get some peats and repeats. But you guys have a good rest of your night. You guys check out Sorlap Gaming. Give them a like, give them a follow. Just trying to spread some love to some smaller streamers around. This 25 will, or 30? This 30 will make him, I guess I don't know what he'll do. I guess I don't know him well enough to know what he'll do. But hopefully he'll help him out. Get him, if he's not affiliated already, get him pretty close. So we will, tomorrow it'll be about 8 o'clock when we start. So we'll see you then. And good luck all week on South Park, guys. Peace out. Peace out.